Hello everyone! Welcome to episode 52 of my Let's Build series. It's so lovely to see you all. Thank you for stopping by in this video. So today I have a big project for us. We've been spending a lot of time making things look pretty, but today I need to work on the function of this island over here. So this island's entire function is for my mob spawner, and I've been a little lazy with the collection process lately, so I want to take you through what I'm doing to fix that. I've been hard at work so far this morning. Also, before we get started, I want to give a little warning that the audio is probably a little weird. I just recently moved into a brand new apartment, and because this is the first video I'm recording with it, I don't quite have all of the soundproofing and everything all sorted out yet. So if things are a little weird or there's new background noise that you weren't used to before, I apologize, but I promise I'll do my best to get it fixed in the future. So this building right here is actually the one that I am going to be using to have all of my chests in to store the mob drops. The mob farm, if you don't remember when I toured it in episode 50, is right below the dolphin there. We're gonna go down and see that collection system now, and also use some kelp to make this all full blocks. And also block this off. Alright, and with one more water stream right here, that should do it to get everything in place. Now all I need is some ice for these in-between spots to make sure nothing gets stuck, and this should be the perfect way to get our entities through. Now let me show you the observer clock design that I have used for our mob drops. You can see the farm is well in working order. There's a witch there that hasn't died. Goodbye. So this is the observer clock that I'm using. I'll put a link to the video down in the description. This is the one that I've used throughout all of my farms here, the slime farm, the guardian farm, basically any part where I've collected items and water streams, I've used this. Basically, if you put an item in here, like so, it just spits them out. I collected them again right there, but the idea is it'll spit them out into this water stream right here, and they will travel along and go all the way up into our village, giving our village a little bit more function, meaning that we need to go there to actually collect stuff. Hello, sir. Oh, and there goes those items. Proof of concept. Perfect. So basically the next step for me is to make this all full block so that I can put some soul sand down there and use it as an elevator. Alright, and I think I'm going to continue it up a little further, probably to like about here. Let me just place that and get our kelp the rest of the way up. There we go. Okay, so now when I go down and break that, I should be able to place some soul sand and we'll have a lovely bubble column there. And I'll have another bucket of water to have it flow across this way. Hopefully this works. I'm not exactly a redstone genius, so you're gonna have to bear with me if this is like the worst design ever. I'm so sorry. Alright, so 3 more hoppers and I should have all of these chests filled in. Now the only other question I kind of have is what I want to do with the excess, because this is a really big farm and it's always on, because we're always here. I mean, this is our base. So I think I might put a little cactus over here and literally just destroy all of the extra drops, even ones that aren't necessarily extra but just don't get picked up fast enough, because I think otherwise we're gonna have an entity problem. And this is a single player world. I'm not using all of the drops that I'm getting anyways. I think that's gonna be fine. So what I'm gonna do is put a sign right there to stop the water flow, and then add that in. Should flow to there, and then all I'll do is poke a little cactus right down there somewhere, or a piece of lava, or maybe just have it go back down in a hole. I'll see what I can come up with, and that'll kind of be our way of destroying excess items. Hopefully that'll be okay. Alright, there we go. The bubble column is in place. Now I just have to place that final hopper over here, and this whole entire system should turn on. I hope. So let's go ahead. Ooh, how am I gonna get this? I'll just tuck myself down in here and just put that, and yep, there we go. It is immediately firing items out. So obviously I'm gonna need to cover up all of this, otherwise we're gonna have a big mess of entities just going everywhere. But it appears like this is working. Let me go around to that other side and just fix that up. Nice big wall of glass. There we are. None of these entities are going to be slipping through. Oh, excuse you. Okay, I'll go up there too. It's a little bit scary down here. Oh my gosh. They're flinging up so high. What the heck? I did not expect to see this. Oh, okay, let's control that flow a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and it looks like they are all managing to get sucked up by the hoppers, which is perfect. So now all I gotta do is make my little destruction system over here so that we don't ever get any entity buildup, and this should work perfectly fine. Look at that. Yep, it is filling up. So I don't have an item sorter here, and I'm not gonna make one or worry about that. I don't think I'll need it. Just sort of tuck that in there, and now we have a place to come and get our mob drops. All right, I'm happy with this. Job well done. Now that the redstone portion of this build is complete, I decided to go ahead a little bit off camera and just have some fun with this building. Basically, I just mirrored the details that we've been doing on all of these other buildings and put them all along the top of all of these towers. I also, if you would like to see here, I used a little extra bit on this roof. I need to fix that log. That's one thing I gotta do. But basically that just mostly covers up this little water tunnel that's happening in here. And we can still get in here if we need to, but it's pretty well hidden. I mean, you can't see that at all from down here. Now, with that completed, our view from the center towards this very important area, it's very plain. Let me see if I can try and spruce this up a little bit. Too much? Yeah, I agree. Give me a second. Alright, this is looking so much better now. Everything is just better with a little pop of color, especially in an area like this that has very, very neutral and sort of all the same color houses. I thought it would be really nice to have the entire village of all of these lovely little flowers, almost like a flower forest biome is what it reminds me of. I really like it. I do think it is missing just a little bit of grass in some of these spots that should be a little more overgrown. So I'm gonna go along now and just sort of add that back in a little bit. So I think I got rid of most of the grass at one point or another. Oh, don't want to get rid of the flowers though. Oh my goodness, look who we have visiting. Oh, hello. And hello? Oh, are you stuck? Oh, I don't know how to help you. Can I, whoop, nope, come on. Yes, I got one. Okay, I can make like a staircase? Yeah, okay, we could do this. Move over a little bit. Okay, can you come up here? There you go, you're free. I freed a llama. That's my good deed of today. I kind of want to see what this villager has to trade. Hello, wandering trader. I would like to trade with you. Let's see. Oh, so many flowers and a fern, melon seeds. You know what? We could actually use some melon seeds. I know we have a jungle, but I don't want to have to go there and get melon, and I forgot to get some last time I was there. Let me go grab my emeralds real fast. I think I'm going to make this guy very happy. Alright, I'm back. Hello. I would like to trade with you, please. Oh, this is my first time trading with a wandering trader. What a deal. Thank you so much, buddy. Your llamas are adorable. Thank you for the melon seeds. I very much needed those. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so I think I'll go ahead and plant those now real fast, just so we have that going. Alright, so I'm just going to be a temporary melon farmer over here. That should work. So now we can gather some melons, and I think I would also like to use those melons around in these different gardens. So that will hopefully help us out a lot with these decorations. The next thing I would like to do is actually detail over here on this beach. So I have a campfire. And you know, on beaches sometimes they have those like beach bonfires where everyone sits outside and enjoys the campfire and just has a good time. That's sort of what I want to do over in this area. So I'm gonna kind of maybe flatten this out a little tiny bit. Let me go get my sand and see if I can make that work, just so we have an area to place this. So I'm just sort of making this almost a little bit steeper as it flows down here. Oh goodness, there must have been a cave in there. All right, well that actually works in our favor a little bit, I think. I don't want it to be too sharp. I still want it to be nice and beachy. All right, I think this spot is going to work perfectly. I'm not gonna have the smoke rising too high, so I don't think I'm gonna put hay under there for now. I'm just gonna put a little bit of andesite around the edges. Oh, and maybe under it, like so. Just so it has something to sit on a little bit. I might even put a little bit of dead coral around there for some extra texturing. And then I have some of this spruce wood, and I'm just gonna set up some logs like this. Whoops, don't step in the fire. Let me just shave this off a little tiny bit. Oh, gotta fix that now, but that's okay, I could do that. And just a little tiny bit more just to curve it. Yes, perfectly. And then what I'm going to do is actually strip this wood so that it looks a little bit more like beached wood or driftwood as we call it here. So it has no bark on it. It's got that kind of greenish tint because it's spruce wood, so it looks like it maybe had algae growing on it or something. And I think this is a lovely way to spend a day on the beach right here by the campfire. Now we do need a couple of other things, I think. Just to add a little bit of interest down here, I'm actually going to add in some of this birch wood that we've been collecting up, and I'm going to transition it from this area of this very reddish path that we've got going into this very sandy path. And this is just meant to look not quite like wood, I guess, even it obviously does, but just look a little bit more worn down, like people are walking this path a lot, so the sand is a little different textured here, a little more dirty. The tide doesn't come up here and kind of refresh it. That's sort of what I'm kind of going for with this look. Hopefully I'm pulling it off all right. Yes, that looks so wonderful so far for this end. Now we also have a large beachy end down here where we just planted that melon. Oh, speaking of, let's see if I can actually use my silk pick on this since I don't have my silk axe on me. Oh, perfect! These melons are gonna make such amazing detailing around here. Just give that nice touch of green in spots. Let me place this first one. Where's it gonna go? Maybe like right there? Yes! Oh, I love that. That's gonna look so good in the palace gardens as well. I'm excited. So I'm gonna tear down this tree real fast. I'll start planting these trees in a different spot just so that we can get this beach kind of started at the very least. All right, and so on this end, facing the palace, now that that big tree is just despawning, I'm gonna go ahead and actually add a couple of beach chairs, I think. So kind of like that, and then maybe in the center, like back here, we can have an umbrella of sorts with them. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think it'd be cute. It would fit in the area. I don't think I want to do this exact spot though. So this is actually the idea I originally had for this entire beach, but of course when they came out with campfires, well, a beach bonfire is just so cool, so I had to do that. But we could still get some of these done. Let's face some this way. Maybe let's put them right next to each other and try that, because it still separates. Yeah, I think so. We'll do a set there and then maybe a set of them down here somewhere, like right here, for example. Yes, I think that's going to be wonderful. So this is more like the resorty beach end facing the palace, and that end over there is more casual. All right, so now all I'm gonna do is place some string all the way along here, and hopefully I'll still be able to place carpet on top of this. This trick used to work a long time ago. I'm just hoping it still does. Haven't recently tested it. I think doing this with beds is also very cool. I'm not going to do it today, but it's definitely an idea. All right, let's see. Hey, yeah, that's kind of cool. Although I do kind of wish I did it with beds. I think beds give such a better shape there. Maybe I'll try it. Do I have any beds on me or wool to make beds? I have some dark blue wool. Let me try it with that first. All right, so now I think we do it like this. Oh my goodness. This is kind of cool actually. Gosh, I haven't built like this in forever. This is so fun. All right, and one more. Oh, did I get it? I did get it. Okay, and then the middle needs to be an actual block of wool and not a carpet. So let me quickly get rid of that. And the dark blue wool. There we go. Oh yeah, that's so much better, I think. I love that it has the wood underneath. That makes a lot more sense, although I may change out that birch fence just to match with the bed a little bit better. I think I also want to go ahead and add in some of these new wall blocks that we have now. So just to make this a little bit more official looking, like it has a proper stand, just a little prismarine wall in there. That also gets to tie in some of those prismarine colors, which I love. So I think that's going to be perfect. Let me get some more beds real fast so that I can fix that up. All right, there we go. Our lovely beach chairs are in place. Now with a few more palm trees and a couple more beachy details, I think this place will be perfectly ready for business. Although this wandering trader thinks that it already is time. Hello, I already bought something from you. You can wander somewhere else now. Although I suppose we are on an island. You don't have a lot of options. Well, thanks for visiting. Alright, so we've been very productive in today's episode, and I think it is finally time for our comment or question of today. And today's comment or question of the day comes from Alex Loves Dogs, who says, A, find a village and create a long railway that goes to the village. Then transfer villagers to your area and breed them all and create a family. P.S. Name them all. Alex Loves Dogs. First of all, I love your name. I'm glad you love dogs. And second of all, I kind of want all of your opinions on this. So, we have this village over here. Obviously, at the moment, it is a little bit on the empty side. Should we go ahead and build this up like a fancy aesthetic village and not have it be functional? Well, outside of the mob drops, or should we put our villagers on top of our mob farm living in this village and actually fill these houses with beds and workstations and things that they need in the new Minecraft 1.14 updates? I'm going to go ahead and leave a poll in the corner of the screen right now. Go ahead and click it and vote on what you would like to see me do with the rest of this area. And how we build the rest of this up will be dependent on which option you vote for. Thank you so much for all of your opinions and comments on this series, and welcome to everyone who has just recently discovered it. It's so lovely to have you here. Thank you for catching up on my series, and I'm glad that you're enjoying my world. Alright everyone, and with all of that said, I think it is time to end today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!